Around 9,000 homes are still without electricity across the north and northeast, days after being knocked off the power grid by the storms that battered Scotland. It was feared further high winds today might hamper engineers working round the clock to restore supplies. Tonight, efforts are still underway to help those affected, while the full effects of the disruption become clearer. Brandon Cook reports.
Here in Saucon, half an hour outside of Aberdeen, George is spending day 5 without power. This afternoon was about chopping wood for his log burner inside.
I've got a headlamp that I can use, but at night, the evenings, I miss the radio or the television or the CDs and that sort of thing. And the light's dodgy, even for reading by, it's not very good.
All along George's street is the buzzing noise of electricity generators. Dozens here invested in them after Storm Arwen. Hiya. Hello. How's things? Further up the road are the Hutchinsons. They've been off-grid for 5 days too. For them, the lack of phone signal is the most frustrating thing.
The power's annoying, but I think the phone signal is actually potentially more annoying because you don't know how everyone else is, and you know we can't drive to go check on them to make sure they're okay. So yeah, I think the phone signal is actually probably one of the biggest annoyances of it all.
These residents are among the final 9,000 across the country without power. Engineering teams have been working tirelessly for days and say they hope to reconnect everyone before midnight tonight.
We've made good progress in responding to storms Malach and Corrie. We've restored power to over 100,000 customers. There's around 9,000 customers without power, and we're confident we'll store supplies to the vast majority of those by the end of this evening.
But the work they're carrying out is in the most unusual of circumstances. The two storms over the weekend might not have caused the same widespread devastation many endured late last year, but the damage caused to pockets of communities has been substantial.
Total devastation. Barely any trees still standing, just an absolute mess.
In Edzell, the trees lining the main road into the village are flattened.
It's been horrendous here. I think a lot of people are quite still in shock. We had the entire village was blocked off. Each road in had fallen trees over it. The forest that we had on the outskirts has pretty much been levelled by the wind.
Tess White.
In Parliament today, a question on what lessons might be learned from the response to the storm.
Recommendation 5 of Storm Arwen review emphasises that opportunities for coordination and communication should be maintained where responders and those in need of assistance are without power or telecoms. What is the Scottish Government doing to take this forward?
Already, through our experience of Storm Malach and Storm Corrie, we have taken forward the lessons from what happened during Storm Arwen, recognising, though, that every situation and every storm, as it presents, is very unique, and we need to be cognisant of the local pressures and challenges at that immediate moment in time.
Tonight, after 5 cold days, there's still many without power as final reconnections are made.
And Brandon's in Saucon for us tonight. Brandon, clearly this has been a frustrating time for people.
Yes, Norman, well, this is the second time in just the space of a couple of months that power here at Saucon has been knocked off. As we were driving in here this evening, it was like driving into nothing on the map. It was just complete darkness, and that's how residents here feel. They feel just completely left behind. As you heard in my report, in the wake of Storm Arwen, many decided to invest in generators, but the majority didn't. And why would they? Of course, Storm Arwen was an unprecedented weather event. Why for a minute would they think that this would happen yet again? Now, this has obviously been a massive clear-up operation for power line workers, for energy companies. They've been working in horrendous conditions over the past couple of days. And they will continue to do so. They do say that power should be restored here, though, by midnight, and people here are just hoping and waiting.
Let's hope so. Brandon, thank you.